Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Hood Action News. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing all right. Hope you all had a good weekend, and I hope you all have a good week. We are your hosts. I am Gigi.
And I'm AE.
And hello. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all been enjoying the episodes. I hope y'all been just having a good time with us. And yeah, we've been having some topics that's been really good lately, and we got some more stuff coming up. So wait till the episode Wednesday. We're gonna have a good music episode, and yeah, thank y'all for just supporting us. So we there's people out here that basically think it's okay to tell other people, basically gaslight people, and tell people that if you're being bullied, it's okay to sit here and gaslight somebody and basically say that they have to build a bridge and they basically have to get over it, that their feelings are not valid, and that just because they're an adult and somebody picked on them years ago, that they have to get over it. They've got to just like suck it up and yeah, get over it. So I'm going to play this troglodytes TikTok, and we're going to go from there. And I want you to hear what this idiot said.
School and high school, them days was brutal. We used to make jokes all the fucking time because that's what kids do. We're kids. Kids like to play around. And not only that, it's literally a part of black culture to joke and shoot the dozens and Joan and roast, okay? So please shut up with your self-righteousness, okay? And I don't care what nobody say. If you are traumatized and triggered about something that a 12-year-old said to you over 20 years ago at your big grown age, you need to build a bridge and get over it.
And I want you to hear my response. So here I go.
You're one of the many reasons that people like you should have been swallowed years ago. The fact that you would sit up here on this platform and think it's okay to justify the fact that, oh, people that got picked on in high school years ago need to build a bridge and get over it. For you to justify that fact, make you a low-level life troglodyte. Yes, a brainless amoeba. That's what you are. That's exactly what you are. Sister, it looks like you need to have some healing. It looks like you got some demons. It looks like you need to sit on somebody's sofa and talk to somebody. Just because black people played the dozens in high school years ago don't mean shit. Do you understand stuff sticks with people for years? You don't know what people went through at home, the stuff that they had to go through day by day. And for you to sit up here and say that, hell, for you the corny one. And judging from that comment, it seemed like somebody played the dozen with you from preschool to kindergarten, first, second, third, all the way to middle school, high school, and college. Do you still got some hidden trauma, sis? Seems like you got some demons somewhere. Seems like you're very angry, upset. Therapy? Or wait, build a bridge and get over it. Man, sit your stupid ass down somewhere, bro. Black people like you are the reason that this community and mental health is not taken seriously at all. Take a hard, long look in the mirror next time before you say stupid shit like this on this app. This is why I hate this app. People like you just come on here and just say anything. Just anything. And people in the comments are telling you not to do that. I knew after you made that video, you went and cried in the car somewhere. And before I end this video, let me tell you something, you mushmouth bitch. Nobody is up here being self-righteous. People was trying to tell your stupid ass, trauma is real. It follows you for a very long time. And to tell someone to build a bridge and get over it, are you serious? Are you serious? Girl, fucking bye. Bye. You need to really sit down with a therapist immediately. Get you some help. Please get you some help. Delete this app. Because I don't know what the fuck you've been snorting or drinking on. But girl, this ain't it. This is not it. Child, I swear, it be the ones that crawl out the sewer on this app and be saying any type of thing. Y'all stay blessed and have a good day.
School and high school, them days was brutal. We used to
there we go. So there we go. That I had to make a little response to that. I'm tired of the shenanigans. I'm tired of the BS. I'm just tired of the fuck shit. This woman who clearly looks like she's in her 80s or I don't know, probably 50s or whatever, has the nerve to even say that out her mouth. So the story behind this is basically saying that y'all know when that podcaster had called Michael B. Jordan corny. They met at a Creed 3 event. And he said he knew who she was, and he got on her ass. She was still in her feelings about it, thinking it was funny, kikiing about it, because they used to say that, oh, his name was Michael B. Jordan, and he thought he was Michael Jordan, and he always I'm gonna be an actor one day. He always carried around his headshots and blase, and now look at him. Look at him. He's an A-list actor. He's in movies. He's making money. He's a brand ambassador. He's doing his thing. And I think she felt a certain way about that and called him corny. Well, this douchebag had the nerve to sit up here and say, well, he is corny, and that if people picked on you in high school and you was 12 and 13 and stuff like that, and black people played the dozens, which is bullshit, that you need to get over it. Bitch, shut the fuck up. First of all, shit follows people for a very long time. There's this thing called trauma. Trauma is real. Trauma is very serious. First and foremost, when people get picked on in school, you also have to think about the stuff that's going on through their home life that can affect them too. That's a big part of it. For you to sit up here and say that, oh, you still need to get over it, you're grown. Are you for real? Do you understand people have trauma for years? Even with therapy, it's still trauma, hidden trauma especially. How dare you? And you know what? When I saw this video, the first thing I said to myself, this bitch must have been a bully. This must have triggered her. She's a big bully. God forbid if this bitch ever has kids, because I bet she would be a big bully too. If her kids come home and tell her that, Mama, I'm getting bullied for school, she'll probably tell them, you need to build a bridge and get over it. How fucking dare you? How dare you? I can't stand people like that. This woman is complete and utter trash juice. Sis, what you think about it?
So, like I said in the Discord, I didn't like how she was putting emphasis on age, like, oh, from someone who was 12 years old and they were kids and all that type of stuff. Like, bullies can't be any age. Like, anybody can't be bullied at any age. And right. It just didn't make any sense. She tried to make it seem like, oh, that's just what black people do. We Jones and all that type of stuff. First of all, we do that with our friends that we're very close with, that are comfortable of doing that type of thing. Yes. Not no stranger that you see down the hall and you just start roasting them and dragging them for no reason. There's a difference.
Right.
And I don't care if it was years ago or it just happened a second ago. Things are, like you said, they stick with people, and sometimes all it takes is that one thing that someone says that can just throw your whole life out of whack, and people need to be accountable for that type of stuff. She's probably the type that's like, oh, I did this in school, get over it, I'm not at fault, you were a kid, you were a lame and things like that, or what you were expecting to happen, just a total jerk, and I just don't like that type of stuff at all.
I agree. Like she had to be some big time bully, and she probably still is a bully today. Cause the way she was just saying it and the way she was acting, I'm like, ooh, girl, you need to calm down. You and your feelings about this, you triggered. You must have really been a big bad wolf while you was in high school or something, like high school or middle school. You must have been. You must have been. And sit here saying that somebody needs to build a bridge and get over and talking about you stop being self-righteous. It's not about somebody being self-righteous. It's about people sitting here and trying to tell your stupid ass that you're wrong for what you're saying and what you're doing. You're actually sitting up here gaslighting people, saying that, oh, just get over it. You can't do that to people. This is real life out here, man. You can't tell people that stuff. Do you know the stuff that people joning, teasing, it would be pushed far. In high school, I've seen people that would joan people and tease people to the point that people were fighting in the hallway. Fighting. Throwing chairs at each other, punching each other, jumping each other on the bus, saying, oh, you talked about my mom, I'm about to jump you. No, that's not funny. That's not funny. What if somebody, mama or daddy or parent or sister or something like that, transition and you up here saying, oh, you up here joning somebody about it, and then this big fight occurs. Like, look at the repercussions of these things that you're doing. That's not okay to do. Those things are not okay to say. Like, who raised you? You must have had a parent as a bully. Had to have a parent as a bully for you to even come say this. Like, people like this need help. They're the ones that need the help the most. Because there's no way that you can sit up here and justify this. You're talking about you're too grown to be you're too grown to be on Beyonce's internet, Blue Ivy's Wi-Fi, saying this. I don't know what's wrong with these grown people. This is weird.
I just feel like she had a lot of guilt, and that's why she was being so defensive. So I just feel like she was trying to hide what she did by this, like, oh, well, you need to get over it. It was just kid stuff, and it ain't that serious. No, you guilty deep down, feel guilt, and that's why you trying to defend yourself. That's it, and that's all.
Exactly. Like, sis, you basically gave yourself away in the video. You gave yourself away. You really did. You really did. And I love my sisters out here, but I'm sorry, that's some low level life behavior right there. I can't get with that. If you really sit up here and you think it's okay to do that to somebody and say that it's okay for him to be corny, be like, oh, call him corny, that's stupid. I know it would be, I'm not the biggest fan of Michael B. Jordan, but that's trauma for him. And that was real for him. Like, girl, what? Stop. And she only agreed with one person in the comment, but everybody was getting on her behind about what she was saying. Everybody was. And she knew she was wrong for what she said. I just don't understand how these big grown people like herself can get on the internet and just say stuff like that. It is sad. And it's just not even regular people. It's celebs too. So we got good old, who we got out here bullying who
Hailey
Bieber, the white people, the mayonnaise monkey, the mucus monkeys, the saltine crackers. They out here wilding out, acting like they done lost their mind. I don't get it. And what makes it sad, you got a whole sister, aka Justine Skye, up here with them. I'm like, girl, do you know how dumb you look right now with these girls? So it's
just wanting to be the token so bad,
really bad, and she looks bad by doing it. Like, girl, I'm like, don't do that. Just sit down and make your music. So if y'all don't know what's going on, it's this. Selena Gomez used to go out with Justin Bieber. Lord have mercy. This was years ago, y'all. Years ago. They end up breaking up, whatever. And I guess, she's happy in her life and stuff. But, she had some, stuff wrong with her. She was sick and everything. And her best friend, that's a different story. But we just talking about this situation. So they broke up. And then, what's his name? Justin Bieber met this girl, Hailey Bieber. And they got together. They got married and whatnot. And blase. And then this weird stuff started happening. And all the evidence. These TikTok people, I swear, they like the FBI. They collects evidence, honey. There was so much evidence. There was like 73 videos. I was like, I'm not watching all this.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It is crazy. Like, I'm not watching this. But from what I've gathered, Haley is obsessed with Selena. She has copied her with so much stuff. Yeah. Tattoos, from hairstyles to all types of stuff. And then on top of that, Haley and her little friends, especially Kylie Jenner, they like to get together and be mean girls and bullies. I don't understand these untalented people that's in Hollywood. How do y'all become bullies when y'all basically y'all have no life skills? Right. What do y'all do besides get lip fillers, butt injections, fake tans, and just sleeping with every nigga you can get with in the industry? Can y'all explain that to me? Because I'm lost.
Same. Like, I don't know why Kylie being a mean girl for. Like, do you know how you was looking before you got all that makeup and fillers and plastic surgery done? Like, you got some nerve being a mean girl.
That girl lips looked like a envelope. She had envelope lips. Like, she ain't had no lips. She ain't have no butt. She looked like printer paper, Microsoft 360. That's what she was out here looking. And I'm like, girl, you ain't got no room to like bully nobody. Nobody. You just broke up with your baby daddy, yes. Her and old Travis Scott, they ain't together no more. They're not together.
It took them long enough.
I knew that wasn't gonna last. And on top of that, these two idiots decided that it wasn't a good idea to name their son Wolf.
Oh, you think?
Right. Like, you took you this long to understand that Wolf was a bad name for a kid. Wow. I'm sick of y'all Hollywood people. Y'all just give your kids these names and don't think about them when they get older, and then they're like, "Mommy, why would you name me something so stupid?" Who names what black person would just let a whole white person let their child name be Wolf? I'm not understanding the logic. It's hot mess. So yeah, they're not together no more. Don't worry, I'm not even worried about it, because she'll find a basketball player in a couple of months.
Yeah.
She will. Her and her sisters, they work fast.
Sure do. Probably working on getting Justine's man. She got one because she stole them before, so.
She's so stupid. Justine's so stupid. I'm like, girl, why would you? Hey, Cam. Like, girl, why would you?
Hey, Cam.
I was like, Justine, why are you sitting up here being the token black girl? Why are you up here doing this? That's embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed as a black person to be friends with this family in general. I couldn't. I would never. Ain't no way. And speaking of other bullies, let me tell you something. So, as of recent, there's this SWV and Escape documentary that's out, right? In the midst of things, we got good old Candy and Tamar going at it. Now, I thought Tamar and Candy, they got over their issues a while back. Nah, Tamar said that Todd tried to roll up on her and her fiance and this whatever. And Tamar is talking all this stuff saying that, oh, she's just saying this undermining me. And Candy ain't said nothing yet. You know what? I'm waiting for Candy for her voice to, with them receipts, because that's what she's going to do. That's what she's going to do. You know when her voice starts shaking, you know it's some real, and the receipts is about to drop. So I'm like, yeah. So, she's like, well, Candy can't sing. And I'm like, well, Tamar, yes, you can sing, but at least somebody in the comments said at least Candy's family like her. And that was like, at least Candy's family don't try to hit her up for money, unlike you that fell on the backs of Tony Braxton. I was like, oh girl, oh
they went there.
They went there. They went there. And I would just be honest. Tamar is a bully. She's a big bully. She's a 50-year-old bully. I'm gonna say it. She's a 50-year-old bully. And yeah. That's basically what she is. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. I'm like, you do way too much for this white man. And then on top of that, this man got multiple baby mamas.
4 to be exact.
I'm like, you should be embarrassed. You should be very embarrassed. Very embarrassed. Like, girl, stop. Stop. It's not gonna last. I'm sorry. It's really not gonna last. It's not. And yeah, like I said, Tamar is a bully. She will always be a big bully, especially the way she treated Tracy. Tracy was my favorite one. She was the realest one. If I could hang out with any Braxton, it would have been Tracy, because Tracy looked like she could have fun. She was a fun grandmama. She was a fun mom. She took care of her niece that died, the one that died a couple of years ago, Mikey's daughter. She took care of her. She raised her as her daughter. Like, Tracy is this overall good person. She just didn't like play with Tamar, because Tamar was spoiled. Because I blame it all on the mama, the daddy too, but the mama was the majority of everything, because the mama spoiled Tony and Tamar, but Tamar was the baby, basically. But out of all the sisters, like I said, Tracy's my favorite. Tamar is a spoiled brat that doesn't know accountability. Tony thinks she's above others. Tawanda is a big bully too, that can't keep a secret. Trina changes her fucking accent every week. I'm like, girl, you are not Canadian. Can you please stop talking about? Girl, you from the DMV. What is this about thing? You know what I'm talking about too, right? about. I'm like, who is this? I ain't never heard no shit like this before. About. Even her sister was like, Trina, what accent is this? What are you talking about? I ain't never heard no shit like that before. And then on top of that, Trina's husband, ex-husband, rest his soul, he was out here cheating on her. She was cheating on him. That whole family was messed up. This is Trina's. How many times has Trina been married? 1, 2. It's her 3rd marriage.
Oh, Lord.
She married 3 times. This is Tamar's 2nd marriage. Tony, this is her. Well, I don't even know if she with the bird anymore. But, yeah.
No, I think they broke up.
So she by herself, because she was with Carrie. And then the bird, and I guess she's by herself. Tawanda was with that unemployed nigga. That dude, Andre, oh my God, that was a train wreck. That was a complete train wreck. So Andre, she ain't with him no more. Now she with this dude. I don't like him. He's weird. Yeah. So they've been around. Tracy, I know she has some stuff going on in her marriage, but Tracy was with Kevin Surratt. She was with him the longest. They were together for almost 30 years. 30 years. But Tamar always had to say Vince was better than any of the man that was sitting at their table. Girl, bye. When you got divorced, you act like you didn't want to talk about it. Girl, shut up.
That man was pretty much using you. He said that you was the first black woman he ever dated. Otherwise, he would have been with another white woman.
Right.
Like, girl, that should have been a red flag right there.
She's such a dummy, because he said himself he liked blondes.
And that's why she always had that blonde weave. And still got it.
Just looks ridiculous. And then she got with the African dude. She treated him like trash. She wouldn't let this man do nothing. She wouldn't let that man do nothing. I remember the episode when they went to Napa Valley for Tamar's birthday. And Tracy's husband got them all cigars. Tamar, I remember that episode because that episode got me pissed. Tamar got mad at Sarat saying that I don't want him smoking cigars. I don't want him doing that. And put the cigar down and whatnot. And Tracy's like, what is your problem? It's not even that serious. It's just a cigar. You need to chill. You know what I'm saying? And she stomps off and gets mad. And Tracy was tired of it. And they were sitting at the dinner table and they was just talking mad shit about Sarat. Well, Tamar was. And Tracy went off. That was the episode where Tracy got mad. Tracy was over it. And then after that, Tracy got esophageal cancer. And then she had passed. But I don't like Tamar. I think she was just always so mean to Tracy. Because Tracy was the one sister that was not going to let her talk to her like she was crazy. I mean, Trina has gotten on her ass. Trina has gotten on Tamar's ass. Tawanda has too. Tony has. But Tracy is the one that gets on her ass the most. And I just hate that. I just hate the way she treated her. And then y'all know that Tracy's death date, anniversary of her transitioning was last week or so. Everybody posted something about it. I guess she grieved in her own way, so I really can't. I can't judge her on that. But the fact that Miss Evelyn, Tony, Tawanda, Trina, and Tony, I said Tony, posted something about Tracy, and Tamar is the only one that didn't do it.
Trifling.
She was too busy promoting her new single. I was like, she's such a selfish individual. And now she's online acting like a big old bully. Just embarrassing. And y'all know right now, she's not getting along with a sister. And y'all want to know what sister she's not getting along with?
Tony?
Tawanda.
Oh.
Her and Tawanda has a rocky relationship too. So I'm not surprised. But her and Tawanda has been like throwing subliminals at each other for at least a year now. That whole family's jacked up. That whole family is jacked up. I don't understand. That whole family is just a mess. But yeah, man, this is just going back to what I was saying. This lady in the video is a big bully, and we got like celebrities that are bullies in everyday life. Bullies just walk among us, and it's just a sad situation. Don't let nobody sit up here and tell you that your mental health don't matter, your feelings don't matter, and your feelings are invalid, because your feelings are valid, okay? You are worth everything in this world. And that person is just a douchebag, man. Because I went to school, and there were people that bullied me in high school. High school, elementary school. And I'm just like, man, can I just go home? They laugh about it, come to school the next day, and they were like, oh, we were just kidding, like nothing happened. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You talked about my shoes and my hair and stuff, and you're telling me that, oh, we need to get along. How does that work?
Right.
These are grown people that do that. It's just people just have no accountability for these days at all. Even in K-pop, it's the same in K-pop. We've seen what happens in K-pop. There is so much bullying that happens, not in K-pop, just in Korea alone. I just wonder, why is it so much bullying in Korea? Have you ever sit down and wanted to know like why everybody the bullying why it's the way it is in Korea?
Yeah, like the classism is real. Like, the whole, top tier and middle class and all that type of stuff.
It's like the more people you know, basically, the more you can get away with, which is messed up in my opinion. Like, okay, my dad knows this politician, my dad works for this company, or my cousin works for Samsung. I can get away with anything I want. And I'm just like, what? And it's just bad. And okay, so there is a series on Netflix called The Glory. Lord have mercy, y'all. Watch at your own risk. Watch at your own risk, because oh my goodness, they have some scenes in there where these kids, there was a bully, they was burning the girl with a curling iron, man. It looked real. It got crazy, man. It got really crazy. So watch at your own risk. Please watch at your own risk. But yeah, man, it got rough. And I'm like, y'all portraying this shit a little bit too good. And then when you find out this shit is based on real events, I'm like, oh God. That's very troubling. Very troubling. Like,
Yeah, like I saw the interview of the actual person that was based on, and that was enough for me. I can't watch it.
I saw some snips and some clips of it, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't like watching stuff with bullying and stuff in it. That brings back trauma. I mean, if I know some people liked it and that's cool, I can't. I don't feel comfortable watching that type of stuff. I don't like to see kids getting hurt and stuff like that, especially stuff that happened to them in school like that. I just can't do it. I know the acting was just very good, and I'm like, y'all acting a little bit too good on here to be doing this. So I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But it's not even that. There's like more dramas like that depicting bullying, and I'm just like, y'all, what is this? What is this? I don't know. This is a society where you just, like I said, money talks, bullshit walks. You can get away with anything over there. Teachers are afraid of their own students. Like how are you afraid of your own students? Even the parents be coming up beating on the teacher and stuff like that. I'm like, what?
Now that's crazy. They need to file a lawsuit when that type of stuff happens. But of course, it's Korea, so they probably just gonna pay them off.
Right. Like, oh, you can't say nothing. I know all these lawyers and stuff, so I can have your job. And that's sad that people will actually threaten your job and your livelihood over this stuff. Like, oh, you can't do nothing, you have to do this, or you will be broke, or your family ain't got no money and you're gonna be poor and stuff. Like, why would you be okay with doing that to somebody? That's just terrible. Well, basically this one person can have all this power over you, and you can't do anything about it. And what's bad about it, it's a child. Not even teenagers, y'all. It's not even teenagers. It's like kids my daughter's age. She's like 6. And they'll go home and cry about it. Tell their mama and daddy. They get home, their mama and daddy be like, what's going on? And here they go. It's a lot of nepotism too.
Yeah. It's like the saying goes, now what you know is who you know.
Mm-hmm. And these kids grow up to be these rich, snobby kids that don't have to work because they living off of daddy's dime. And they don't know how to do like basic stuff like pay bills, change a tire, and all this stuff. Because they're too busy getting spoiled. And whenever something goes wrong, oh, let's go call Daddy to get us out of trouble. Let me tell y'all, really a bully that was in the industry, but she's sitting in jail right now because she decided to go smoke a crack pipe. Oh, good old I ain't gonna say her name, but this girl, let's see. She tried to end top Didn't work. She tried to end BI. Didn't work. She tried to end Wonho. It didn't work. Instead, the Uno card reversed and they got blessed bigger than ever. Okay? This girl was a big bully. She was like, oh, I'm going to expose you for doing this. And if you don't do this, you going to get in trouble because my family got money and blase, blase. I did crack one time. My daddy going to get me out of it and this, that. Well, girl, you did some crack this time. Your daddy couldn't get you out of it and you still sitting in jail. Everything that she done to people came back to her tenfold. And now she's sitting in jail being passed around for cigarettes, toilet paper, and Slim Jims. How does it feel?
Girl, it's like the saying goes, when you dig one ditch, you might as well dig two because you're going to fall in the first one.
Ooh, girl, you better say it. You better say it, girl. You better say it. And just like Nene Leakes said, you don't win when you play dirty. You really don't.
Yeah.
You don't. And she tried to play dirty with these guys and ended up in the end going to jail. Like, how did you fail the meth testing twice? No, excuse me, 3 times. Yes, Cam, she swore at the judge. She was cussing. Y'all, homegirl was getting mad, cussing at the judge. And what made it, let me tell you what was funny about the situation. The judge was trying to give her some type of leniency. He was trying to work with her. He was like, okay, listen, sis, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get you some help. We're going to do this for you. Blase, blase, woo-woody-woody-woo. She gets mad, start cussing at him. Surprised she didn't spit at him. And he was like, you know what? Since you want to act like this is what we're going to do for you. Bam, she in jail.
See, let her mouth write a check she couldn't cash. Now she's sitting.
Sometimes you gotta let people just talk. And that's what he did, let her talk. How you gonna swear up at the person that's trying to help you, girl? That man tried to help you, but instead, look what you did. You made it worse. You made it worse, and look where you at. How you gonna sit up here and swear at the judge the same man is trying to help you? I bet
that mess must have been hitting hard.
Right. And she was probably sweating too. Sweating. What made, that, you know what? Allegedly, I'm gonna say this. Let's tin hat. Her parents probably paid the judge, and the judge was like, "Fuck this shit," and told her ass. And probably said, "Nah, she got to go. She got to go. She got to go." We ain't hear nothing from her from a while though. We have not heard from her. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, because she was an annoyance. An annoyance. A huge annoyance. You did all this for what? You told on all these people for what reason, sis? Now look at you. You are in jail. In jail. And her parents are trash because they allowed her to get away with the stuff so long. Like, so long. Like, why would you let your child just get away with this stuff? And I question the parents at hand. Like, what in your right mind would make you just have your child just do these terrible things to people? What will make you think it's okay for them to just basically just say, oh, it's fine, it's okay, go ahead, we've got the money, you do whatever you want, it don't matter anyway. And actually it does matter. It matters a lot because you're messing with someone's life. Like, you basically just... B.I. was in a group that he liked, and he was a good songwriter, and basically you took him out of the company, and then after that, the song qualities of certain groups went down. You messed up the trajectory of a lot of groups. Monster X Wonho. He can't publicly even be seen with his former members. He has to do this shit in private, because if he goes out in public with his friends, the K-Ness is going to like get mad at him. What? Top Korea has totally turned their backs on him. This man is about to go to space this Friday, actually. And Top's like, I don't care. Top has been invited to like the Versace fashion show. This man is about to go to space. This man has his own wine out. Everything you tried to destroy, sis, the Lord came back and said, I got you. I'm blessing you. How do you feel seeing this? I know she's somewhere and she's crying right now. She's upset.
Yeah, nothing worked. She tried so hard to destroy these people for whatever reason, I don't know. And then she's the one who ended up going to jail.
All that money. I like money, but at the same time, I like money, but I don't like money. Cause of shit like this, people will just get people with all this type of money and power have it, and they do terrible things with it. Her, for example, I that's why I don't like money like that for this specific reason. Like you have money, you could be helping people with this money and doing stuff with it that's like that can help people, but instead the money that you have, you take advantage of people and you do these cruel things, and it's just very upsetting.
Yeah, there's a lot of selfish people out there because it's not the money, it's the people who got the money. Money just sitting there, for
Right.
whoever going to use it. And it's just the people who gets the money, unfortunately, like people like you said who can actually help and do things, they don't get the money. Those are ones that are struggling, which ain't fair.
Right. They work hard, work all these jobs, and doing their best, busting their ass day to day to 9 to 5, trying to feed themselves and their family, and they doing the right thing. And then you got people out here that just got all this money and they waste it on frivolous stuff, and they going around breaking all these laws. That's why I get mad at these rich people, these celebrities, these billionaires. Y'all have all this fucking money, and then you go out and you buy dumb shit with it. Like, why the fuck are you buying tigers and zebras in your house?
Makes no sense. Like, have all these expensive parties, but when it comes to charity, you only giving thousands, a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there. But here you spending millions on dumb chains and cars and mansions that it's just you, but you gotta have 20 rooms in. Don't make any sense.
It don't. Like, it's only like 2 of y'all living in that house. Why do 3 of y'all living in this house? 2 people living in the house, and here you come, a house with 85 rooms. Okay, you work hard for the money. I understand that. You get what you want. But oh my God, do you have to have all that? Do you have to have all that? People out here living beyond their means, don't know how to take care of their finances, and then when they're broke, they don't understand what happened and what's going on. And then they got
like the Migos.
Ooh, child.
They were scattering a couple of years ago when the pandemic first broke out. Mm-hmm.
They was looking like a fool. And then Kim Zolciak from Real Housewives of Atlanta, woman lived beyond her means, her and her wigs, and guess what? Her house done foreclosed. Done had all 13 kids, was out here spending all this money. Now she broke. Talking about Nene. Guess what? Nene's rich, bitch. Still got her house.
Right, at least she can afford her house.
Right. But shoot the timer. Oh, we've been having a good conversation, y'all. But anyway, we're gonna see y'all tomorrow night on the stream. We're gonna see y'all Wednesday night. But we gotta go. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. We're your hosts. I'm Gigi.
And I'm AE.
And y'all have a good night, y'all. See y'all later.
Night.